Alright, welcome Deadheads. Welcome to Kimok 7's Grateful Dead tape collection. You are very lucky enough to have clicked on this video to witness what I'm going to call a short little documentary movie here about my tape collection. I started collecting tapes in 1988. I saw my first shows in 89, and obviously last shows in 95. I was lucky enough to see 46 shows between 89 and 95. And during that period, I collected 800 tapes. And I have every single one of them. There's not one I don't have. In fact, I recently put them all up on a rack. Back on my walls. I always kept them in racks. You know, those 100 racks, the wooden ones. But then I had them in storage, between 1998, on and off, between 88 and year 2008, something like that. So I'm going to show you all the tapes in order here. I'm showing you these first because these are my older ones that fell off a wooden rack off a wall. So they're in a different area right now. So let me start with my older tapes from the 70s up on the wall. Let's go check it out. We're going to start with 79. Just a great year. These are all some of my favorite tapes. I mean, anything between 74 and 79. You're not going to go wrong with that. It's just impossible to have any problems with those shows. I mean, how could anyone have any problems with any Grateful Dead shows? One of my favorites is 11078. Jerry had laryngitis. His voice sounds all tripped out. Any show with Hamza El-Din on drums. Some of the first Red Rock shows there in 78. I've had the privilege to see shows at Red Rocks. Not the Grateful Dead, but a lot of other bands. So I thought I'd give you a nice up-close view of the tapes themselves. There's a lot of art involved, you know? There's a photo actually from Red Rocks. Jerry. Right there. That one too's from Red Rocks. I have no idea or any memories of where I got these photos. On to 1977. When I first heard tapes from 77, I was hooked like a friggin' heroin addict. I mean, we're talking Ithaca. We're talking May 19th, 77. Winterland, 77. Cape Cod, that 10/27/79 show. Amazing. Pembroke Pines, 5/22/77. That's a Dick's Picks official release. Egypt, 78. Whoa. I'll show you that cover. I used to make a lot of custom covers too. I mean, talk about hip and cool, man. I couldn't believe on YouTube that there's not videos on there about people's tape collections, so I thought I'd put one up. You know, in the land of the dark, the ship of the sun is driven by the Grateful Dead. There's those Chicago Auditorium Theaters from 77, broadcast on 93 XRT, that's an FM recording, just perfect. Beacon, 76. Probably top 3 best show from 76. What else we got here? Jersey City, 76. Orpheum. Some more auditorium theater shows. I'm going to back up here and get a couple different angles of the tapes so you can see them from afar. Each rack's 100. So you get a kind of an idea. If you go straight up, Alright, let's get to some of these 74 tapes. One of my favorites from 74 is this Freedom Hall. Right there. 6/18/74. Oh, just makes me drool. To this day, every time I listen to it, blows my mind. There's some 73 tapes popping in up there. $626.74. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. It even says Kick-Ass Tape on it. Alright, I'm going to take a little left turn here. To the left of me is another 100 rack on the wall. So we're going to go right up and close in here. 83 shows. Red Rocks 83. That Erie Crown Theater 83 is just a mind-boggling show. Mind-boggling. I think that's a Jerry Garcia Band show, actually. Yeah, that's a Jerry Garcia Band show. See, I know my tapes. So, you know, there isn't very many Jerry up on these racks because I keep that in a separate pile. '82, '83. There's a photo up there from Sandstone, Bonner Springs, Kansas, June 26, 1991. I took that photo. Yeah, I did about 10 shows in the summer of 91. Deer Creek I did. Soldier Field I did, 91. Richfield Coliseum I did, then I did Sandstone and all the way to Mile High. There were Beatles live at the BBC. I don't know why that's in there. This Madison Square Garden show from '82. Sick stuff, man. Second set. It's mind-boggling. Montego Bay, Jamaica '82. Believe it or not, that's actually a recent tape that I got. So I still get tapes. I'm huge into mini disc too, but I love my tapes. I'm not one of those guys that's into vinyl, but I'd be open to it. Great tape from '81. I'm just hours with that tape. 81 tapes were hard to collect back then. I remember working really hard to get more '81 tapes, and I had a hard time finding them, but when I did, I was so happy, especially the Uptown shows. Where are they? Yeah. Uptown Theater, Chicago, '81, February 28th, February 26th. Some of the best audience recordings I have of that period, that '81 Uptown shows. All right. One of my last ticket stubs. My last show was April 2nd, 95, but that's the April 1st ticket stub. It's a couple stubs from Soldier Field and then Rosemont Horizon 94. All right, we're going to take you across the room, show you a little drawing I did of Jerry while in mourning in August of 95. I drew that just spontaneously. On over to another 100 rack. This is 84 and 85. So let's take you down the list here from 84. There's a couple 83s in there. 84 tapes were hard to collect back then too. Anything between 81 and 84, I had a hard time finding tapes. By the way, my collection is from friends that I made all around the world back then. Some of the tapes I even got from Germany. I would have people mail me written lists. Some of them are handwritten lists, pages long, of the tapes they had. Then I would mail back the tapes I had. And then we'd mail each other blanks. Say, here's a Maxell 20 blank tapes. Tape me the next 20 tapes that I listed here and send them back to me, and they would within like 2 or 3 weeks. And when the tapes arrived, oh my god, it was like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning. 85 is one of my favorite years. Total Tweakerville, they did a lot of breakout songs and came back with a lot of stuff they hadn't been playing. This tape looks like it got melted. I actually remember when it happened. It was at a fire pit party. I had some fun friends knocking my tapes into the fire. Alright, moving on from 85 Starlight Theater 9385. Just total Tweakerville. Cryptical is on that. 63085, one of the best shakedown streets you'll ever hear. Alpine 85. Red Rocks 85, yeah. Great stuff. There's a photo up there of Brent. Alright, we're moving on to another 100 rack. Told you there's a lot of tapes. There's 800 of them. This rack is filled with 86 and 87 and 88. That's an interesting recording there. 5/15/86, Greek Theater. Brent came out before the Grateful Dead played, and then he played his own set, just Brent at a grand piano singing his songs. 5/15/86. Look that one up. It's really cool. RFK 7786. Jerry passed out and went into a coma right after that show. I believe they canceled the entire fall tour after that. Merle Saunders brought Jerry back to life practically. Taught him how to play guitar again. Diabetic coma, I believe. Of course, exacerbated by heroin abuse. But isn't every heroin abuse? 86 shows are alright. Not as hot as 85, but there's some different highlights in there. I remember when I got an Alpine 86 show. That was fun. There's a photo up here that I took of Soldier Field, 92. I got down to, I don't know, about 5th row. Jerry's singing Stella Blue right there. Or Wharf Rat, one of the two. Alright, moving on here. We're on to some 87 tapes. Red Rocks 87. Shoreline 87. Madison Square Garden 87. New Year's 87. Great DVD that is. Hampton 88. That show's on YouTube right now. Guy on YouTube loaded all 3 Hampton 88 shows from spring are on YouTube. The entire friggin' show. All 3 of them are on YouTube. I recently watched the first 2 shows. So check it out. Alright, we're going up. We're going down. We're going all around. This is my 3rd attempt, by the way, of making this short movie. I keep trying to make it better. I mean, I can make it like 3 hours long by telling all kinds of stories, but I don't want to bore YouTuber viewers. There's a photo I took from Deer Creek, 91, June 5th, June 6th, 91. You can see Vinny is there. All right, we're moving down 89 here. 89, just a great year for the Grateful Dead. Absolutely mind-boggling, amazing shows. That's my first show right there, 4/11/89 Rosemont. I was completely blown away, clueless, freaking out on the crowd and the audience. There's the famous Warlock show. Here we are, moving on to 89. Another 100 rack to my right here. Before we get to that, I'll show you some of these ticket stubs on the wall. Pretty self-explanatory. Here's the 89 shows. Spent a lot of time with the 89 shows listening to them. I mean, who wouldn't? It's friggin' 89. That's solo Brent Jerry Band Bobby. Another example of them coming out before the band at the Greek Theater in 88. Check those out. If you've never heard them, Brent solo before the band would come on was absolutely astonishing. There's that famous Branford show, the Nassau 32990. I believe that came out on CD. Bobby's Birthday Show, 89. Great show. This show, Shoreline, 6/21/89. Some of the sickest drums in space you'll ever hear from 89. Wicked. Not to mention Clarence Clemens plays, which is very exciting. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video. It's the first of, I've never put this on YouTube before. And I didn't see any other videos on YouTube like this, so hey, why not be the first? Us Deadheads love our tapes, right? And if you gave away your tapes long ago, or threw them away, or sold them, or traded them for something, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on you. At my age, at 43, this is one of my prized possessions. I mean, everything. If there's a fire, I would grab these and run for the, run out of my home. Alright, since the card's burning out, or the memory card's almost gone, so I'm going to take you over really quickly to the 94, 93, 95 shows, which are over here. That's 200 tapes right there. About 220. 94, 95. I'm going fast now because the memory card's starting to die. So if the video cuts, you'll know why. Here's the run of shows I've did in the summer of 91. Mile High, Sandstone, Soldier Field, Sandstone. I did not do Giant Stadium. Soldier Field. I did not do Pine Knob, but I did Deer Creek. And I did Richfield. I love the Richfield Coliseum. Oh, such a fun place. The shows after Brent died were good. Summer of 91, the fall of 91 were both exciting and sad, if you ask me. Look at that. Avalon Ballroom mixed in there. 68. And it's a 72 Stanley Theater. If these tapes are out of order, that means I've been listening to them recently. Oh, I did all the Rosemont shows. I never missed one after '89. I'm from Chicago, so... Oh yeah. Here's a photo of Jerry sitting at the at a bar in Manhattan, New York City. He's having a White Russian. You can see it right there. I bought this in the parking lot from a guy who took the photo. He had like 50 copies of it. He was selling them for $10 each. So I bought one. It's from 93, I believe. Yeah. Alright, well, if you like this video, please like it, share it, enjoy it, put it on your Facebook page, tweet it out, subscribe. I have tons of great concert videos on my YouTube page, Kimok7. Lots of Phish, lots of Kimok, lots of Grateful Dead oriented jam band music. I'm a huge Phish head. I love Phish so much, and I love the Grateful Dead. That was one of my last shows, the Pyramid 95. We're going to end with this. One of the vinyl albums I do own. And that one up there. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video shoot of Kimok7's Grateful Dead tape collection. Share, enjoy, like. Peace out.